Welcome to our new video. This is a comprehensive chronicle of the pivotal events that reshaped technology, politics, and culture in the year 1903. On January 1st, Edward VII was proclaimed Emperor of India at the spectacular Delhi Durbar. This mass assembly, presided over by Lord Curzon, symbolized the peak of British imperial grandeur and cemented the British Raj's control. January 10th marked the formal end of the Acquis War, as the Sultanate of Acquis was fully annexed by Dutch colonial forces after nearly 30 years of conflict. This solidified Dutch control over the Indonesian archipelago. The SMS Panther incident occurred on January 17th during the Venezuelan blockade, where a German ship exchanged fire with Fort San Carlos. This military aggression escalated an international crisis, leading to the later assertion of the Roosevelt Corollary by the U.S. On January 20th, Guglielmo Marconi transmitted the first two-way wireless radio message across the Atlantic. This technical milestone revolutionized global communication, moving the world toward a truly connected electronic era. February 11th saw the formation of the Japanese-Mexican Labor Association in Oxnard, California. This strike against wage suppression was an early example of interracial labor solidarity in the U.S., proving the power of collective action. The Washington Protocols were signed on February 13th, settling the Venezuelan debt claims via international arbitration. This agreement ended the naval blockade, structured debt repayment, and reinforced the Monroe Doctrine. February 23rd marked the leasing of Guantanamo Bay by Cuba to the United States in perpetuity for a coaling and naval station. This established a permanent American military presence and defined the U.S.-Cuba geopolitical relationship. The Martha Washington Hotel opened on March 2nd in New York City. As the first hotel exclusively for women, it provided a safe, professional environment, reflecting changing social dynamics as more women entered the workforce. On March 5th, the Ottoman and German empires agreed to build the Baghdad Railway. This project, intended to connect Berlin to Baghdad, became a source of geopolitical tension with Britain, threatening their dominance in India and the Persian Gulf. March 12th is the date of the University of Puerto Rico's founding as a normal school to train teachers. It remains the island's primary institution of higher learning, playing a crucial role in its intellectual and cultural history. The Sokoto Caliphate fell on March 13th as the British administration accepted the concession of the last vizier. This ended the powerful West African Muslim state, expanding the British colonial footprint into the protectorate of northern Nigeria. The Kishinev pogrom, an anti-Jewish riot, took place on April 19th. The event resulted in dozens of deaths and global condemnation, catalyzing the Zionist movement and driving Jewish emigration to the U.S. and Palestine. April 26th marked the founding of Atletico Madrid. Originally a branch of Athletic Bilbao, the club grew into one of Spain's most storied football institutions, contributing to the early professionalization of football across Europe. On April 29th, Canada's deadliest rock slide, the Frank Slide, buried part of the mining town of Frank. At least 70 people were killed in 90 seconds, serving as a reminder of nature's unpredictability in mountainous regions. Also on April 29th, the magnitude 7.0 Manzikert earthquake devastated eastern Turkey, claiming over 3,500 lives. The sheer scale of the disaster highlighted the need for international awareness of seismic risks in the Anatolian fault zones. The Paris-Madrid race turned into tragedy on May 24th, with high-speed crashes killing at least 8 people. The French government impounded the remaining cars, effectively ending the dangerous era of unregulated city-to-city road racing. June 11th brought the brutal assassination of King Alexander I and Queen Draga of Serbia by army officers in Belgrade. This ended the Obrenović dynasty and dramatically shifted Serbian policy towards Russia, escalating Balkan tensions toward World War I. June 16th marked the incorporation of the Ford Motor Company in Detroit. Henry Ford and his investors founded a firm that would soon introduce mass production, starting with the Model A and democratizing travel worldwide. Also on June 16th, Norwegian explorer Roald Amundsen set sail aboard the vessel Gjoa. This expedition began the first successful navigation of the Northwest Passage, a centuries-old goal of explorers. On June 27th, American socialite Ida de Acosta became the first woman to fly a powered aircraft solo. She piloted a motorized dirigible near Paris, marking a key early milestone for women in aeronautics. On July 26th, H. Nelson Jackson and Sewell K. Crocker completed the first U.S. cross-country trip by automobile. The 63-day journey from San Francisco to NYC proved the viability of the car for long-distance transport. The Ilinden-Preobrazhenie uprising erupted on August 2nd in Macedonia against the Ottoman Empire. Though suppressed, this revolt led to the short-lived Kruševo Republic and brought the plight of Balkan Christians to international attention. On August 4th, Giuseppe Sarto was elected Pope Pius X. Known for his traditionalism, his papacy initiated major reforms in liturgical music and the codification of canon law, deeply impacting the Catholic Church. August 10th saw the Paris metro train fire at Couronne Station, which tragically killed 84 people due to smoke inhalation. The disaster led to the immediate global adoption of metal carriages and improved emergency exits in metro systems. The Wyndham Act, or Land Purchase Ireland Act, was signed on August 18th. This landmark legislation allowed tenant farmers to purchase land from landlords using government loans, ending the quote-quote land war and transforming Ireland's economic structure. September 29th marked a shift in road regulation as Prussia mandated driver's licenses for all motor vehicle operators. This response to increasing road traffic pioneered modern licensing and traffic control. The first modern World Series began on October 1st, featuring the Boston Americans and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Boston's victory unified the American and National Leagues, establishing baseball as, quote, America's pastime. Diplomatic tensions flared on October 3rd as Russia failed to withdraw its forces from Manchuria. The resulting failure of negotiations with Japan directly led to the outbreak of the Russo-Japanese War in February 1904. On October 10th, Emmeline Pankhurst founded the Women's Social and Political Union in Manchester, UK. This organization, adopting the motto "Deeds Not Words," spearheaded the militant suffragette movement for women's voting rights. October 20th saw the resolution of the Alaska Panhandle boundary dispute between Canada and the USA Joint Commission settled the border, but the British representative siding with the US caused significant Canadian resentment toward Britain. On November 3rd, Panama declared its independence from Colombia, with strong support from the US. This separation was engineered by the US to secure the crucial territory needed for the Panama Canal construction. The English-language South China Morning Post published its first issue in Hong Kong on November 6th. It was established to represent local interests and serve as an important bridge between East and West. Just 10 days after its secession, the United States officially recognized the Republic of Panama on November 13th. This swift diplomatic action secured the route for the canal project and paved the way for the Canal Zone Treaty. November 17th marked the great ideological split within the Russian Social Democratic Labor Party, dividing it into the Bolsheviks and Mensheviks. This schism would prove foundational for the Russian Revolution. The Hay-Buno-Varilla Treaty was signed on November 18th, granting the U.S. permanent control over a 10-mile-wide canal zone in Panama. This established the conditions for the massive construction project to begin. On December 1st, Edwin S. Porter's The Great Train Robbery premiered. This film was a landmark in narrative cinema, introducing sophisticated editing techniques and establishing the Western genre. December 10th saw Marie Curie become the first woman to win a Nobel Prize, sharing the Physics Award for research into radioactivity. This was a major breakthrough for women in the scientific world. The Taj Mahal Palace Hotel opened in Mumbai on December 12th. Commissioned by Jamsetji Tata, it was a symbol of Indian luxury and resilience, featuring advanced amenities like electricity and German elevators. December 17th saw humanity take flight as the Wright brothers achieved the first controlled, powered, and sustained flight of a heavier-than-air aircraft at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. The devastating Iroquois Theater fire occurred on December 30th in Chicago, claiming 600 lives, mainly women and children. This tragedy led to immediate global standardization of safer theater exits and panic bars on doors. 1903 was also the year William S. Harley and Arthur Davidson produced their first motorized bicycle in Milwaukee, officially incorporating the Harley-Davidson brand, which became an icon of American engineering.